everyone, so this video is going to be about studying for exams. So I am currently studying for 3 exams at the moment, so I thought I would just show you how I study for my exams and just sort of give you a few tips and tricks on studying. So all 3 of my exams are memory based and sort of testing you on how you retain information. So I just wanted to share with you what works for me, my best way of sort of memorizing things and remembering terms and lists and things like that. So what I do when studying for exams is come up with sort of like almost palm card type things, and I'll have a little bunch of them for each exam that I have to do. So I have 3 that I'm studying for at the moment, so I have 3 sort of sets of these. So this is just my journalism exam that I'm studying for. So I'll come up with a little bunch of these cards, and on one side it will have what I need to remember. So for example, this is the 6 news values, and then on the back I will have those 6 news values. So the point of this is not having the answer directly in front of you, making you think. So what I do is I test myself by basically saying, oh, the 6 news values, and I'm supposed to try and remember as many as I can, and then I will check, oh, I dropped it. And then I will check to see how many I got right. So the whole point of this is you're supposed to, by the end of all your study and before the exam, you're supposed to be able to know everything on the back of this card. So that's why it's important when creating these cards to really make sure that the information that you're putting on there is accurate and definitely correct, because you don't want to be memorizing something that's wrong. So what I love so much about these cards and what makes it so much better than just reading your notes is that you are interacting with your information. So you are engaging in actually thinking about it, and you're not just reading mindlessly the notes. Because I know when I do that, when I used to do that when I studied for exams before I knew these sort of different types of methods, you really don't retain much information, you really don't memorize it. It just doesn't really work. So I find that when you are presented with something like this and you have to use your brain to try and figure out the answer rather than just read the answer, it definitely helps you retain the information so much better, I assure you. So I find that I don't have to study my notes as much when I do it this way rather than reading through my just notes written down. So the point of these is that you can have them on the go because they're really small. So I mean, you can pretty much take them anywhere, and then you can study them maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and for 2 weeks before your exam, and I assure you, you will have memorized them. If you do it 2 to 3 times a day when you wake up, just whenever you have spare time during the day, and before you go to bed, you will retain this information because I mean, you're reading it every day and you're using your brain to try and figure out the answer rather than just reading it. So yeah, you definitely will be good if you use this sort of method. So I guess the main thing that you have to worry about is what you put on your cards, because you don't want to be memorizing stuff that you don't have to. And I know that not all teachers sort of give out exactly what's going to be on the exam, but most of them do hint at what will be on the exam. So definitely if you're in a lecture or if you're in a class or whatever and your teacher or lecturer says, oh, take note of this, that's usually an indication that it will be on the exam and it will be useful to note. So I usually do that. I capitalize if my lecturer says something like that. I capitalize when I'm typing my notes what they say that's important, and then when I get home and I'm writing my notes and I'm going over my notes and I'm writing what I'm going to put onto these cards, I know what will be really important, and I take note, a special note of the ones that are in capitals because I know that it's been hinted that that is probably what's on the exam, and it's a best bet to follow those things rather than just whatever's in your textbook or stuff like that. So I think that's everything that I had to cover in this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. I really just want to try and share as much information as I know with you guys to try and help you out and try and help you improve yourself and sort of just everything to do with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll talk to you really soon in my next video. Bye everyone.